All right. I think that we're live on all the things right now.
Yeah, it looks like it.
All right. So we are, for the first time ever, going to be doing live on our podcast, which is the Battlefield of the Mind. I'm here with my lovely Andrea.
Hello.
Hey, babe. And then we're live on TikTok. We're live on YouTube. So follow us, subscribe, do all the buttons. You guys know what to do. Otherwise, today is Warrior Wednesday. We are going to be answering emails and questions that people have like shot into us. So we're going to crush these out. And if you guys want to be able to do this, I want to say the email is at Q&A at warriorswaymindset.com.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So it's Q&A at warriorswaymindset.com.
Yeah.
So you can see it's also there's a video that was put up, and we'll put up more stuff for this because your questions and your things will matter, and we're going to do those too. So, baby,
let's get to it. All right. So a couple of these are more scenarios, and they're a little bit long, but let me start off with this one.
Sure.
I got to get something off my chest. You know, I work my ass off day in and day out to make sure my family's taken care of. I'm talking long hours, sleepless nights, and pushing my limits. Why? Because I love them and I want to provide for them. But here's the thing. That's been driving me nuts lately. My wife, the love of my life, isn't as responsive as she used to be. I get it. Life's not all sunshine and rainbows. We've got to pay bills and stuff to handle. But where did that spark go? Back in the day, it was all smiles, laughter, and late night talks. Now, I'm lucky if I get a hello when I walk through that door. I miss that connection, the fire we used to have. Listen, I want to be there for her. I want to make sure she doesn't have to worry about working because I've got it covered. I want us to keep those vibes alive. So what's going on here? What do I need to do to get things back on track? I know I'm not alone in this. If you got some advice, I'm all ears.
All right, brother. So I hear him on this one. Babe, you actually may have some to add on this one also. So because of the way you grew up, you can relate to the provider lifestyle and always working your ass off to give to somebody else. I work for my family. I work for my wife. I work for my husband. I work for my kids. We work because we have to take care of everyone, because if we don't do it, who is, right?
Right.
Can you relate?
Yes.
Yeah. And like in our lives, a lot of times it's very difficult to just expect others to take care of you. So we have to take care of it. It's going to be tricky because there's a system of unmet needs that are happening on both sides, because just providing may not be the only needs that she has.
Yeah.
And may not be the only needs you have, because if you start looking at the dynamic, I go to work and I take care of the stuff so you can pay bills and just so you have things. And then I want that intimacy or that connection or whatever. But what are her needs too?
Yeah.
You guys are missing each other. Something has changed. I don't know if you got different hours or a job change or something happened. For this type of dynamic, there's obviously a lot of room for assumption.
Yeah.
So for this, I would probably start with this couple to really look at what changed, because there was a point where the spark started to fizzle. The time wasn't there. It could be quality time needed to be there. It could be an unmet need. It could be prioritization. You know, there's something that started to stop happening.
Yeah. And I think he mentions, you know, I work day in and day out, you know, and he puts all his value and time and energy into this.
Yeah.
And I think that it's very easy to kind of miss those needs when you're so stressed out and just burnt out from working so much. It is a tough situation to be in.
Yeah. Which means I'm going to come home smoked.
Yeah.
I'm not here all day.
Yeah.
All the responsibility falls on you to take care of all of this, and my responsibility falls on me to take care of all of that.
Yeah.
What is the relationship then?
Yeah.
You know, what do you guys still have in common? What are the things that you're interested in for her, and what are the things that she's interested in for you? And what do you guys really have to talk about? And if you're only working and that's the only thing that you really have going for you, how much can she hear about your shithead supervisor or the things in your life that you like didn't enjoy, from like the machine went down or this job happened or traffic today? Like, how many times can she hear that story? And I mean, it's like no different than her saying, yeah, I got the kids off to school and, you know. that's the day, and you guys hear the same things. There's no
Yeah.
new information. There's no effort. There's no date night. There's no
Yeah.
anything.
And she's not working. She's staying at home, like you said, with the kids. I think it sounds like they're just missing each other. They need to almost come back together and try to find a way to reconnect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would start with them there. What are the unmet needs? Because it seems like she's going into self-preservation, and you're hoping for something to change when something dramatically did change.
Yeah.
And I would probably start there with you guys to kind of go, what's different? What did you need? What does she need? And let's see if we can find a different prioritization, because sometimes her needs may not be you working more. It may be more of a connection.
Yeah. And it could also be just, and I know you said we're assuming a lot, but just rediscovering each other again, because if it's been quite some time that you guys have had to connect, and maybe just rediscovering different things that you guys like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully that helps, but I'd like to be able to talk to you and maybe figure out what went wrong or where you guys are at.
Yeah.
What's up, Jesse Cunningham? Good to see you, bro.
All right. So you ready for the next one?
Yes.
This one's also long. We have people that are emailing.
Listen, I gotta give you credit that you're reading this. This is on like the tiniest font I've ever seen in my life.
I should put on an iPad or something.
All right.
All right. Dear Rick, I've been an avid listener of your podcast, The Battlefield of the Mind, and I've been deeply moved by the wisdom and insights you share. Today, I find myself reaching out for guidance and advice. I am excited that you've started taking emails from listeners. I'm a father and a partner, yet I'm struggling to feel like I'm living up to those roles. I want to be the best father and partner I can be, but I often feel lost and disconnected. My relationship with my partner lacks the deep connection we once had, and it's affecting our family dynamics. I sense that I'm not being the father and partner I want to be, and it's causing turmoil within me. I've tried various approaches, but nothing seems to bring the transformation and reconnection I'm seeking. I'm writing to you in hope that you can offer me guidance and insights. How can I better understand my role as a father and a partner? How can I improve my ability to connect and strengthen the bonds that are vital to our family's well-being? I also understand the importance of investing in oneself, and I'm committed to the journey. Your expertise and perspective would be invaluable to me as I strive to be the man my family needs and deserves.
That's the thing. All right, perfect. Yeah. First off, I appreciate you for listening to the show and being a part of it. What's up, Mr. Gratitude? I see you, Brandon.
Hi, Brandon.
Speaking of which, he's also been on the show for Battlefield of the Mind. So on this one, I'm going to put you on mission. I think that this is honorable and noble that you want to improve and be a better father and better partner. But where do we begin? I'd like to have a call with you, but I also want you to do this mission first. So I want to put you on mission with what I call chimera training. So some of you may not know Greek mythology on what a chimera is. It's a mythological creature that's a mishmash of like a lion, a goat, and like a snake. And it's like a mixture of animals that aren't supposed to go together. What I want you to do is build your own chimera, which is going to be like a Frankenstein of your own. But what I want you to do is not look at people that you wish you were like, but look at traits that you love about other people. Like you may not have the mentor or a guide or somebody who you can say, that's the way that I want to be. Well, not everybody is going to be your style or your kind of like, that's how I want to be. It's not likely. But there are traits that we can enjoy, like that guy's hard work ethic and this person's listening skills and that person's empathy and this person's, patience with his kids and the way that this guy is always chivalrous and makes sure he goes out of the way for his wife, and the way this guy does this thing, or the way that person handled that, or the way that they've created their own thing and I want to create my own thing. Take traits from other people and then Frankenstein those together into a version of yourself as a target. And what I mean is just give yourself like a goal that can be authentic. That's you. Like, I'm really that. I can be that. But it's traits that I want to practice and I want to train to improve about myself. We call that chimera training. You're going to build your own Frankenstein monster to make it so that you're able to go, I get to be a version of me that's authentically better by taking the traits from people that I would love to improve about myself. This means you don't necessarily have to have that mentor who is what you want to be, because now you can create your own target.
Yeah.
Do that assignment and then book a call, and let's train to help you move towards that in a way that's authentic with your strengths and your values, and
Yeah.
not being what I am or what somebody else is.
I love that. I also love the fact that you got your guys on mission, because I know most men are fixers. And so I think it definitely gets them started on a purpose of like, okay, let's get started. Let's get started with this mission. So I love that.
He's on mission. So that's the
Yeah.
mission that I want him to do. And then reach back out, and you can actually book a call with me. You can go to our website, warriorswaymindset.com. There's a part that says, start here. And then if you start there, this gives you a chance to be able to either talk to Luke, who runs the front end on things, or he'll just transfer you right to me, and we'll be able to book a call together. So there's a way it can be done.
All right. Here's the next one. And this comes from our comments, it looks like. So a viewer said that most marriage therapists don't even recommend having empathy or compassion for the man in the session.
Mm-hmm.
What is your view on this as to why they don't recommend it?
Yeah, I've noticed that too. And I actually do disagree with this. I think that there's been a weird modernistic psychology thing where the therapists today are like making other villainizing guys. I've even have guys in my group who were the guys who were being cheated on and mistreated, and they were still ganging up on the guy as though like he was the problem. He's like, I didn't do any of these things. And so there are good men who are being like kind of bullied by today's therapists. I do not agree. I will openly challenge, and I will openly on lives or on panels or on stage have these conversations, because I believe that my brothers and my men and your sons and your uncles, your nephews, your fathers, your husbands, we're all humans, and we deserve the same level of empathy that women are getting too. But this is where resentment is coming in, is where women want their feelings validated, and my emotions are important, but your husbands or your mans are not. They are not important. In fact, I need him to be my rock. I don't want him super sad. I don't want him angry. I don't want him overly ridiculous and silly and not taking things seriously. I need him to be my rock. And if he's ever having a hard time, that makes me feel not safe and secure.
Yeah.
And when any guy has ever said, I'll let my armor down for you and I'll open myself up for you, I have had hundreds of phone calls of guys going, what the fuck happened? She said that she could handle me openly, like just opening myself up. And now she doesn't sleep in the same room as me. We hardly talk. We're strangers in the house. She has given me the cold shoulder. What the hell just happened?
But don't let that be reversed, though.
But don't treat her that way, because then you're abusive.
Yeah.
And this is where, do I agree with don't give your men empathy? I am very much on the other side. Ladies, I would put you on mission on this one. See if you can have the compassion, the nurture, or the empathy to accept that your man has a good heart. That's why he chose you.
Yeah.
You have a good one. And if you do, treat him like a good one. But if you treat him like what he provides and what he can do for you, and he needs to be compassionate and empathetic for your emotions, but you won't return the favor, you're setting up resentment. Because how can he have to be good for your emotions and you can dismiss his? But that should never be a problem. No, you should be able to do the same work that you want your man to do. You should be working on empathy for your man's heart. Now, this is not well-being. Taking care of, like, the laundry, or taking care of, a sandwich, or, I put your food, your lunch by the door, I fixed a thing for you, or whatever it is. Those are well-being. Those are not a feeling.
Yeah.
And so you should actually care about the heart of your person. And this goes both ways.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that both of you should treat each other with empathy and compassion. And any counselor or therapist that wants to have the argument with me, I am very open to have the conversation.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah. So that's my take on that one. I don't agree.
Yeah. All right. Should we save the rest for Next time.
You feel good? That's a few emails? Okay.
Just a couple. We only had time to do a couple tonight, so we had to jump on and kind of jump off.
Why
But-
do I have to jump off, babe?
Because tonight is our date night.
Date night. We got date night tonight.
So we had 20 minutes to get on, jump off, because we have secured Wednesday night as our night.
Date
And
night.
it's a priority night for us.
We need us day.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
do.
Wednesday turned into.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for being on. We'll be live every Wednesday around this time, and we're gonna have answers to the emails. Go on to Q&A at warriorswaymindset.com. We also have a couple videos up for it, but we'll be more loud about this.
Yes.
We'll be going live more often. We'll also put this stuff up on the podcast, or even like short ones to just grab a quick one on the way to work or working out or whatever you listen to.
Yeah.
So any of you who haven't listened to us on the Battlefield of the Mind, feel free to check that out, subscribe, do all the buttons you know to do. We're going to go live on YouTube at the same time, so subscribe there. And of course, all of our badass TikTokers. It's always awesome to see you guys there too. So, Randy, what is it? Please, Randy actually is going to put it up there. What is it? It's not Q and A.
It's QA.
QA.
I think it's A, yeah.
Is it just QA?
We'll be posting up some more videos, so we have it clear for everybody. Yeah.
It's somewhere in our
Yeah.
stuff. You'll
no.
just just watch all of
He
our
has no
content
idea.
and you'll find it. Any case, date night.
All right.
I hope you guys have an awesome rest of
Yeah,
your
good
night.
night.
Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys
Later.
next week. All right. How do I end this? Oh yeah, that's right.
It's been so long. Good job. Good job.